Hello everyone. In this lecture, I am going to discuss some objective questions from the metallurgy of lead and tin. The first question is, tin is extracted from its ore, that is cassiterite, by. So cassiterite ore is SnO2, that is also known as tin stone. Okay. Now in the extraction of this tin from the cassiterite, first we do the washing of this ore with the water to remove all the siliceous impurities. After that, we do the electromagnetic separation to remove the electromagnetic impurities like wolframite, that is wolframite. Wolframite is basically magnetic in nature, ferromagnetic. So to remove this, we use uh, electromagnetic separation. Then we do roasting to remove the impurities like sulfur, arsenic, like sulfur to SO2. It will remove in the form of SO2. Arsenic impurity will be removed in the form of H2O3. Okay, antimony will be removed in the form of Sb2O3. So all these impurities will be removed. Okay. Now, after that we'll do the leaching and then washing and then finally a smelting. A smelting is done once we get the pure SnO2, and this smelting is done in which we reduce this SnO2 by the carbon. So here carbon acts as a reducing agent, okay, in the smelting of the SnO2, and we get SN and carbon monoxide. Okay, if you know the basic chemistry, SN is in +4 oxidation state, and here SN is 0 oxidation state. So you can say 4 to 0, this is the reduction. We have got the metal, and carbon has got oxidized from 0 oxidation state to +2 oxidation state. Okay, so carbon is basically acting as a reducing agent. So this is the smelting process, okay, in which SnO2 is being reduced to Sn by the use of carbon. So correct answer should be carbon reduction. So it should be the C. That is the C. Now let's see the next question. Tin is not refined by. Okay. So first is liquation. Liquation is done when the melting point difference is very high between the metal and impurities. If their melting point is high, then difference is high, then we do the liquation process. So we can do it for tin. It will be okay because tin melting point is low. It is very low. It is around 232 degrees centigrade. So when you heat that, okay, so tin will melt, but the impurity will be in the solid state itself. So you can do the liquation process for the tin. So you can, it is the first option, that is the correct one. Okay. Now, zone refining is done for the refining of, silicon, germanium, gallium. Okay. So zone refining is basically used for getting ultra pure silicon, germanium, gallium, that is used for semiconductor devices, you must remember. So here we do not use for the tin. Polling process. If you remember the polling process is used for two metal. One is for copper, in the purification of copper. Polling is done in which we use the green pole of wood polling process. So polling process is done for the extraction of copper, purification of copper, sorry, as well as purification of impure tin. We use the polling process. So the second option will be what? C. So A and C are the correct answer for this question. Let's see the next one. Tin produces a low cracking sound on bending. This is known as. So when we deform the tin, okay, there is a cry that will, a cracking sound will come, that is widely known as tin cry, that you must remember. So the correct answer is B for that. It's the tin cry. Let's see the next question. Massicot is prepared by heating. Okay. So first you should remember what is the massicot. Massicot is basically PbO. Lead 2 oxide is known as massicot. Okay. Now, it is just a lead 2 oxide mineral. It's a mineral. How will you prepare the PbO? If you see the second option, that is cerussite, and cerussite, if you remember the chemical formula, it is PbCO3, cerussite. If you heat this cerussite, if you heat that, it is less stable. So on heating, it decomposes to give you PbO and CO2. And you can see this PbO is nothing but the mesicot. So the correct answer should be B. By heating the kerusite, we can prepare the mesicot. Okay, that is the oxide mineral of lead. Let's see the next question. Common solder is an alloy of. Okay, again this is very simple. Solder should have will be having the metal having very low melting point, and the common solder is basically alloy of tin and lead. In various composition we use basically, and why we are using these two, because their melting point is very less. It is 232 degrees centigrade, and if you see the melting point of that lead, it is 327 degrees C. So the correct answer should be lead and tin. That is the B option. Let's see the next. Type metal is an alloy of. That is very important. Type metal is basically used for casting type, and this metal alloy is basically of lead, tin, and antimony, Sb. So it is an alloy of basically lead, tin, and antimony, that is Sb. So the correct answer for this should be the C. This is the type metal alloy. Next, the least melting point of the metal among the following is, so if you see the tin, that is ASN, melting point is very less, already discussed. It is only 232 degrees centigrade, so very less. After that, carbon melting point is very high. If you see the diamond, its melting point is around 3500. It's a very high melting point. If it's a germanium is also quite high. It is around 940, or exact is 938. And we have lead, that is 327. So we don't need to remember the exact values of these melting points, but we should have an idea, like the tin and lead have very low melting point. Okay, carbon has very high. Iron is also high, like 1550. So you should have a basic idea that tin and lead, these are the metals, and zinc also have a very low melting point. Next question. The red and yellow form of lead 2 oxides are known respectively as. If we have red lead, lead 2 oxide is PbO. If it is red lead, this is known as litharge. Red lead is known as litharge. And this litharge is used as a pigment. It is used as a pigment, okay, as a red color pigment, or it is used in making glass, ceramics, okay. So this is red lead oxide. Another is lead 2 oxide, that is yellow in color, that is PbO yellow, and that is known as mesicot. Already we have discussed that mesicot, that were prepared by the heat of kerusite, PbCO3. Okay, so this is a mineral, that is mesicot. So the correct answer should be litharge and mesicot, the B option. Let's see the next one. Which of the following is known as mosaic gold? Okay, it's a very important that you should remember. Mosaic gold is tin sulfide, that is AsNH2. This is known as mosaic gold. It is just a pigment, okay, that is used in bronzing or gilding the wood. Okay, if you want to paint the wood and to give the shining, as color to it, we use this AsNH2, that is known as mosaic gold. Okay, let's see the next. Lead is extracted from its ore by the, so what is the process? Lead chamber process, Pattinson process, self-reduction process, self-oxidation process. So it is very simple. You must remember that extraction of lead is done by self-reduction. Okay, so it is the C option. Let's see, if we have a starting ore, that is galena, that is the galena. And since galena is the sulfide ore, we do the froth flotation to purify that. Okay, because sulfide ore, we do the froth flotation to purify that. Now, after that, what we can do, we'll do the roasting. We'll do roasting. Roasting can convert this into PbO solid, and sulfur will be lost in the form of SO2 gas. And now this PBS and PBO will combine together, and then self-reduction can take place. And then they will form PB and SO2. This process, this reaction is basically the self-reduction. Yet the lead that is obtained is in liquid form. Okay. Now, one important question is asked in the self-reduction process of lead, which is acting as a reducing agent. So you must remember H2 minus ion that is present in this PBS, is acting as reducing agent. Okay, so you must remember in self-reduction. Now, if someone asks you like what are the metals from which for the extraction of which we do the self-reduction process, so it is copper, Hg, and Pb. These are the three metals for which self-reduction process is done. Okay, let's see the next. Softening of lead means. So it's the question that softening of lead means. So the correct answer for this is the removal of impurities from lead. That is the C option. Okay, you must remember that lead bullion is heated in pure oxygen. Temperature is around 590 to 650 degrees centigrade. This lead bullion is heated, okay, in the presence of pure oxygen, and in that heating, what will happen? All the impurities like arsenic impurities, like antimony impurities, like tin impurities can be removed from the lead bullion. So these are the impurities that may be present in the lead bullion, and when you heat that, this will get oxidized and will convert into volatile compound, and that will come out from the lead bullion. So softening of lead means it is the removal of impurities from the lead. What is used as an anti-knocking agent in petrol? This is very important, and the answer is tetraethyl lead. Okay, this is PB, ET, ET means ethyl, ET and ET. It will be like that, PB, C2H5. This is the ethyl formula, whole 4. So this is the tetraethyl lead that is used as an anti-knocking agent in the petrol. So the correct answer should be B. Let's see the next one. Which of the following mineral contain teal? Okay, so let me write all the chemical formula. First is pyrolusite. Pyrolusite is the important ore of manganese, that is MnO2. Second is tin stone, is SnO2. Third is kerusite, is PbCO3. And the fourth is cassistrite, that is SnO2. So, which of the following minerals contain tin? The correct answer should be B and D, because both are same. Now, which of the following minerals contain lead? Again, we have to write the chemical formula of all these ores. Angelesite is basically lead sulfate, PbSO4. Kerusite is PbCO3, lead carbonate. Heavy spar is basically barium sulfate. This is known as heavy spar. Okay, it's a colorless white mineral. And the last one is galena, that is PbS. So we can say lead is present in PbSO4, that is angelesite, in kerusite and galena. So the correct answer should be A, B and D.